Exactly.
Literally.
You might know this. In Afghanistan, they have Man Love Thursdays.
Man Loves Thursdays?
Man Love Thursdays. Where all
Man Love Thursdays or
no,
Man
like,
Love?
Man Love Thursdays, like where they literally hold hands and they go fuck.
In Afghanistan?
I know this because I have a friend who was deployed in Afghanistan, and like all the construction workers, like they would employ Afghanis, and every Thursday they would literally hold hands and go off and fuck. And then I heard someone talk about it on Joe Rogan.
Really?
So it's like a normal thing.
Isn't that like a religious like country? Like Muslim?
They don't give a fuck,
Islam,
dude.
yeah.
Islam.
They don't,
They-
dude, women are there to procreate, and that is it.
yeah, but like they probably don't like gays either.
No, they also don't. They also don't like drinking and taking drugs, but they do that too.
Yeah.
Oh well, shoot.
Yeah.
I never.
How do you think they do their suicide bombings? Because they're not like sober.
I
Yeah,
thought
they
they
get
were.
really,
They get
really
real.
high.
Oh yeah, our drill sergeants was talking. They would like go there, and they would find like just humongous caches of
Opium and
Oh, shit.
cocaine. Yeah.
Damn, did not know that.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, welcome to the podcast. Welcome to the Bunch of Nerds podcast, where we talk about a bunch of nerdy shit on this show. I'm Jeff. With me, I got John, and we have a special guest. This one not crashed. Was supposed to be here, so we have you. We have you in frame this time.
What's up?
Carson from Carson City. That's not true. I don't know where you're from. Noblesville.
Living currently in Noblesville.
There you go, Noblesville. Awesome. Today it's gonna be another patchwork of an episode. Because in my head, I thought we are talking about Lord of the Rings today. This is specific. That's why we brought Carson on. We have an expert here because I'm not an expert, as most of you guys know. But I thought we were supposed to be watching this new movie called Lord of the Rings: War of the Rohirrim.
Yeah.
So I saw it.
I didn't.
John did.
I was going to, but
I didn't know it existed.
my wife didn't want to see it, so we went and saw Moana too.
Which, you know what? I've seen both. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think War of the I'm just gonna call it Lord of the Rings. It's better. It's an anime, which is I also don't know why it's an anime. I feel like it would have been served better in a live action, but also,
well, it also costs a lot more money to do live action.
see, I was told Disney moved to 3D animation because 2D costs too much, and this is an anime. It was a 2D animation movie.
That's fine, but it wasn't Disney.
Disney's smarter than Warner Brothers when it comes to their are they? I don't know.
I don't know. Not lately.
Yeah, it's true. But like, I feel like they have Mufasa coming out, like the whole live action Mufasa.
Which, can I just say this real quick? That is the most unnecessary movie of all time. Go ahead, continue.
The unnecessary movie of all time is the first Lion King, the remake of the.
It was, but at the same time, they're also remaking.
But I'm
other
saying
movies.
I would be more okay with it if Mufasa was a cartoon in Lord of the Rings. They should have swept this. They should have swapped.
But once again, two different companies.
But I wonder what the budget is for both those movies because. Look,
You want me to look it up?
Kinda, yeah. War of the Rohirrim. How much did it cost to make? Because
Dude,
it
we need a guy like to do this.
I got a buddy, my guy who runs my other podcast with. He said he wants to do it, but we got to find another. Well, I guess he could sit right there and just watch us and have a laptop.
He could sit right there, right?
Our
Yeah.
fact checker.
Fact checker. Our Jamie
Rohirrim.
of the podcast. But yeah, the movie was epic. You should see it. If you're a Lord of the Rings fan,
30 mil.
30. That's it.
30 mil
for the cartoon.
Yeah.
Okay,
what was the other one I was looking
Moana?
Yeah, try Moana. Yeah, no, ask Moana. I want to see how much
for?
Moana
I guarantee
costs.
Moana's more.
Oh, probably 100.
Then why don't they go back to 2D animation if it's cheaper? If Moana was only $30 million a cost, because I'm pretty
150.
sure
I was close, yep.
150 million. If they made Moana, they would have made more. It's stupid. I don't know. I love to.
Well, so I wouldn't have liked that animation for Lord of the Rings.
No, I'm talking about like. Wait, what do you mean?
Like
3D animation?
maybe a little differently how they did it, but it looked too childish for Lord of the Rings.
The one, the War of the Rohirrim.
No, Moana.
No, I'm just saying in general, we should just get back. I'm saying this: Lord of the Rings should not be in the animated medium.
Mufasa, 200 mil.
Really?
That's because they have probably oh no, they have like
They are not making their money back on that movie.
No.
Yes, they will.
I don't believe
The last one made $1 billion.
Yeah, but no one liked it.
Who cares? It made $1 billion.
What are you talking?
The kids like it.
I do not believe Mufasa's going to make their money back.
They're gonna make their money back. Disney makes their money back. Even their flops make their money back.
Yeah.
Like I didn't think Moana 2 was that good, but it made like $300 million, so it made their money back.
But Moana.
The second one, the first one was really good. I liked it.
Yeah, no, but I think Moana 2 was also riding off the coattails of the first one. But going off of
How? It's 10 years between.
I know, but
Well, I mean, look at Avatar too.
Oh, true.
yeah,
True.
exactly. But I'm saying like people remember Moana, so they're gonna go see Moana too. But people are gonna remember The Lion King,
Yeah.
and then a lot of people didn't like The Lion King, so they're not gonna go see.
A lot of adults didn't like The Lion King.
Well, I'm sure kids will like anything.
Yeah.
And,
Kids are
and,
stupid.
And who's gonna they're gonna kick and cry and say, "I want to go see Mufasa." And they're like, the first one sucked. Like,
And that's where corporal punishment comes in.
and they're gonna start bitching and moaning. Like, all right, we're taking Mufasa. And there you go, $2 billion. But yeah, no. Lord of the Rings, War of the Rohirrim. I give it a solid. Well, I'm not gonna spoil anything for you guys. But you guys read I don't know what it's called. The Samaritan.
Well, it's not in that.
It's not in there. I thought it did.
No, it's Samaritan.
The
What the fuck?
Good Samaritan.
The Good Samaritan. Yeah, I think it's what, the Silmarillion. I don't know. It's pronounced-
Silmarillion. I think it's Silmarillion.
I don't know. It's pronounced
Okay.
differently, but
But like people know about like this Civil War ish with the Rohan, or is this not a
Rohirrim?
Rohirrim?
Rohirrim.
Men of Rohan.
Riders of Rohan.
There you go.
Yeah.
Basically, it's all they all had horses too. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, I mean that's the idea. Well, they're horse lords before they ever had land, right?
Rohan, yeah.
Rohan was part of Gondor.
Yeah, that's they mentioned that in the movie. So like, I like this movie a lot too because like I love Lord of the Rings, love the movie. I'm also a film guy, so like I get every aspect of Lord of the Rings: writing, cinematography, acting. Great. The content of everything they say in that movie clearly went over my head because we talked about it before you got here and before we turned the cameras on. But I'll just repeat it. So in this movie, the main like lord is Helm's Hammerhand, and in the movie there's a big war and they have to retreat back to this stronghold. And I'm just sitting there. I'm like, oh, this is awesome. I'm getting Two Towers vibes. Cool, nice. And then fast forward to the movie, and spoiler, I don't know if it's a spoiler or not. Like the Hera, the daughter of Helm, was like, this will no longer be called so and so. This will be named after the warrior that stood the ground. Helm's Deep. And I was just like, I'm sitting there, I'm just like, oh shit. and the girl behind me starts laughing. And then when we exited out, she was like, so you didn't know that was about Helm's Deep? Like, I didn't know this was the origin story for Helm's Deep. I did not know that. It's kind of sick. But no, yeah. So I don't know like the content of Lord of the Rings.
The Gondorians actually built Helm's Deep.
Okay, is this like so? Like most Lord of the Rings movie, there's an epilogue or a prologue. Like it was kind of trippy watching this movie. Like it starts out the same, music the same, everything the same, and like the first shot you see is like a landscape, like an icy mountain. So I'm just like, is this fucking real? And then you see a fucking giant ass eagle. It's a cartoon. I was like, okay, no, I'm back into it. And then it flashes like the Lord of the Rings title and like all that stuff like that. And like you had the voiceover with the prologue, just narrating everything. I'm just like, this is really trippy watching a cartoon in the format of Lord of the Rings.
Right. Yeah.
And it gives you the backstory about how like Gondor helped out the Rohirrims helped out the Gondor in the fight.
Gave them land,
And then throughout that time period, the kings of Rohan and Gondor have been, buddy and stuff like that, and kind of complacent.
The beacons.
Yeah, and kind of complacent of in the role within the kingdom.
So remember, the Gondorians came from Numenor, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when the Numenorians came, when their island sank, they came over, and then
Spoilers.
Yeah. And they
This rings of power for me.
yeah, there's rings of power. And then they established two kingdoms. They established the kingdom of Arnor, and they established the kingdom of Gondor. The
Okay.
kingdom of Arnor is actually where the Shire is.
Gotcha.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, exactly.
What
So
happened to that kingdom?
it fell.
Oh, okay, cool.
So after Isildur's death, that's why Aragorn is the heir to Isildur, even though they had kings after Isildur.
Got
Because
you.
he's not just the king of Gondor; he's
Yeah.
the High King of Men.
Oh.
Right. Yeah. So because
From
they had
Numenor.
from Numenor, because they were two different kingdoms.
Okay. Got you.
When Arnor fell by Sauron, and then after Sauron was defeated, that's when the hobbits got the Shire. They were given the Shire.
Got you.
He's the expert, not me.
I
So,
didn't know any of this
This
stuff.
is a quick rundown of everything.
Okay, got you.
So, when the Gondorians needed aid,
Mm-hmm.
the Rohirrim was just horse lords. They were people who just ran around on their horses.
Basically nomads?
Kinda, yeah.
Okay, got you.
And then they gave support to the Gondorians.
And then, and thanks to them, they gave him land, basically.
Exactly.
Okay, because
that's why
that's
when
what
you
they
see
said
it,
in the prologue.
Gondor's this huge ass fucking country.
Yeah.
And Rohan's like this tiny little patch of land.
Yeah, because I remember they talked about that in the prologue, and then the beef of the story was that one of the horse lords, I guess, and the houses, or I don't know, houses, tribes, what do you want to call them, was like, hey, apparently he was marrying his daughter off to one of the lords of Gondor, and they're like, okay, we need to stop being these little this kingdom's little bitches. We need to start doing our own stuff. You should marry within the Rohan clan, basically. And he was like, and Helm was like, nah. And then he was like, "Fight me, dude!" It was kind of dude. It was kind of awesome. You gotta watch this movie.
I might go see it tomorrow.
I don't want to spoil it. I will spoil the first 5 minutes of it or 10 minutes of it. Dude just killed the dude with one punch. It was awesome. By accident. His fucking
was it
knocked
good
him out.
animation or was it like annoying anime?
What do you mean?
animation?
It's an anime, so like.
Is it like Dragon Ball Z animation?
No,
or
it's not. It's not a shonen. It's like not like made for kids. It's so the guy who made it, directed, it's like apparently a legendary director in Japan. He did like I looked him up, like a bunch of Ghost in the Shell movies, which is like I've never seen Ghost in the Shell. I've seen the Scarlett Johansson version.
I have no idea.
It's not good.
Okay.
And like most live action anime adaptations, but no, it's very adult. It's it's thematically looks like nothing takes you out of it. Like it's blood. There's people get shit. I was actually surprised how much they showed the PG-13 rating, but I guess you can probably get away with a lot more with cartoons than you can with like real stuff.
Yeah, okay.
For sure. But yeah, no, you should if you guys Lord of the Rings fans, you should go see it. I give it a solid like B-, B+, or
give it
B-,
like,
B.
I'll give it
Yeah.
out of 10. B- out of 10.
Like what was that 85% or 80% is a B-. So yeah, I'll give it like an 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10.
I give it like a 12.
It was
And you haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it.
dude, it was long.
Didn't Peter Jackson produce it or something?
He produced it like it says Peter Jackson presents Lord of the Rings, Roar the Rohirrim.
Peter Jackson's a fucking G.
Yeah. That's probably why I felt this was more, like I said, it had the format of Lord of the Rings
Did it
movies.
feel more Lord of the Ringsy than Rings of Power?
Yes.
Okay.
And that's what tripped me out because like it's a cartoon.
Yeah.
And Lord of the Rings of Power, it's a beautiful show. It's just, I think the acting. I don't know if I don't know what it is about
just
that
how
show.
It's produced. The cinematography
Yeah.
is different.
How far have you gotten in Rings of Power?
I honestly don't even know. How many seasons are out right now?
There's only 2.
There's only 2. I think I've seen through the first half of the second season. I don't think.
Okay, so you're I won't say all the way caught up, but you're pretty caught up.
Mostly there. Yeah.
Like you seen him trying to get over on, I don't know, the Ringmaker as Sauron.
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
I know the whole.
Celebrimbor?
Yeah,
Yes.
thank you. Yeah, fuck that name.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's way before Rohan was ever a king.
Okay, got
That's
you. Yeah, Rings of Power is like what 1,000? It's the first age, second age.
3,000 years before.
3,000. Damn. Okay.
It tripped me up seeing Galadriel was the same person.
Yeah, you said that with an accent.
Sorry.
That was kind of badass, dude. It kind of turned me on a little bit.
He pronounced the punctuations on the.
It was weird seeing that. I'm like, oh yeah, these people are immortal. Like,
Yeah.
That was pretty cool, and seeing a lot of the backstory because I always thought the elves as a little kid were so cool. I loved Legolas and stuff.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Oh yeah.
that was definitely really
Legolas was like everybody's favorite character.
yeah.
So like, are they basically
Aragorn's fine, but yeah.
angels of to wait because they come from the land of. Oh shit!
Valinor.
Thank you, Valinor.
Undying Lands.
Which is like
easier to
the
say.
heaven. The way the show depicts it is like this
Right.
heavenly white veil, perfect pastures.
Yeah, so the elves came to Middle Earth to fight Morgoth.
because their tree was dying.
Yeah.
Got you.
Yeah, so they came to Middle Earth to fight Morgoth. That was their sole thing, and then they stayed there to make sure that the evil never returned. I guess that's what Galadriel was doing.
Well, she was trying to attack Sauron, who was Morgoth's general.
Yeah,
correct?
Got you.
Yeah, he was right below him. Which I say this almost every time, and I'm gonna say it again because a lot of people don't know this: is that Gandalf and Sauron are the same type of being.
Isildur. No, what's it called?
What the fuck did you just say?
I do. That's why I fucking hate this franchise, but I love it at the same time.
I think they're both Maiar.
What's
So you have
what are the wizards called? What's the name for wizards in this show?
Maiar.
Is it Maiar?
Yeah.
I thought it was something else. It was like Ishtar. Ishtar?
Maybe it's Istari. I get it all confused too.
I'm saying it's too many fucking vowels,
Yeah,
man.
but I know
We
the
need a fact
hierarchy.
checker.
I know we
really do.
The hierarchy is Eru, who's like the god of Lord of the Rings. God
of Lord of the Rings.
Yes, his name is Eru Iluvatar. And then you have the Valar, who is what Morgoth is and such, and then it drops down to the wizards, whatever Istari, Maiar, whatever the fuck they're called, and then below that is the elves, and then men, then dwarves.
What about the depicted in The Hobbit, the dude with like bird shit in his crazy hair? You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, Rabbergast.
Yeah.
He's a wizard.
He's a wizard.
Yeah. I know he's like a
Istari.
Yeah.
Istari.
Istari. Okay.
That's what they.
What the fuck is a Maiar?
I don't know how to fucking spell that. What's
Maer?
Maer. Lord of the Rings. Oh, here we go. Dude, we spelled that wrong.
Okay.
I was like, I don't know about that.
It's Maiar. Dude, there were 3 vowels back to back to back. This is a fictional race of supernatural beings, the Lord of the Rings, that are similar to angels in Christianity. So they're just angels, but they don't have a oh my God. Notable Maiar include, don't make me say these words. Oh shit. It has Gandalf listed on here.
Yeah, see, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Marin.
Like as he comes back as Gandalf the
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
got
think that's
you.
what happens. Yeah.
Yeah,
he
he
kind of gets
becomes that.
elevated. Yeah.
There's one named Aaron, I think. That's how you pronounce it.
Aaron.
Eowyn.
I guarantee you that's not how it's spelled.
I'm not going to try.
wouldn't.
But you know, he was a linguist.
Yeah, you remember you told me that. I was like,
the
that's.
Elven language.
And
It's
then
an
he made
yeah.
the story around the language. Yeah.
Insane.
Yeah.
I still need to watch that movie about like. There's a movie out with the dude who's playing the new Lex Luthor. I don't know his name. I just know his face. He plays
new
J.R.R.
Lex Luthor.
Tolkien, like in the new James Gunn movie.
Oh,
I don't know his
I
name.
didn't even know they cast Lex Luthor.
They cast the whole. It's like filming.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's coming out next
shit.
year.
Oh shit. I don't know if I should be looking forward to it or disappointed.
Super. I don't know what it's called. Legacy. First thing that comes up is Super Saiyan. My phone knows me.
What a
I was about to
nerd.
say you Google that shit way too often.
Nicholas Holt. He's in the
He's
movie.
playing Lex Luthor.
Yeah, he's playing Lex Luthor.
I don't feel like he'd make a very good
This
Lex
guy.
Luthor.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a movie with him playing J.R.R. Tolkien, and like it's about him making. Yeah, it's called Tolkien.
Oh,
2019 Tolkien. It's a war fantasy movie basically about him going to World War II, and then like I guess him making the story, or I guess the language, and then writing the story of The Hobbit.
I'm actually kind of disappointed. My favorite speech in Lord of the Rings was not written by Tolkien.
what speech?
Aragorn's speech at the Black Gate.
Written by Peter Jackson.
Whoever the fuck wrote it, then yeah.
I think he wrote, directed, and produced. Don't quote me.
Yeah, but that wasn't written by Tolkien. But it's my favorite movie speech of all time. Like I'm like, let's go fight some orcs, dude. Like,
Was most of the speeches like the Helm's Deep speech? Was that written by Tolkien?
mhm.
Was it really?
Mhm.
Took it straight from the
most
Damn.
they act follow the books pretty damn well, as well as you can do, considering the books are like, if you made it verbatim, it'd be a 15-hour movie.
Yeah, that's what I've been told too about. We're talking about the Harry Potter versus Lord of the Rings debate.
Right.
I was told by my sister who read the books. So I have one sister who read the books of Harry Potter and then watched the movies. I have one sister who read Lord of the Rings, watched the movies, and she will say that Lord of the Rings is like very close to the books of. And my other sister will say Harry Potter left out so much stuff, and that's why they're making a series because they want to have like fully fledged all this other stuff.
Where
So I will give it to Lord of the Rings, but that's also like Peter Jackson. Peter Jackson made these movies that were just so good. It's so stupid how good they are.
Peter Jackson should have done Rings of Power.
Oh yeah.
It's legal reasons. I researched it
Oh,
because
really?
it's not even Warner Brothers. So like that's
It's
why
Amazon,
that's
isn't
why
it?
it's
Yeah.
on Prime.
Yeah.
And
That's
they-
why it's not. I don't think it's a direct adaptation.
That's
to
why they
Lord of the
can't.
Rings,
That's
yeah.
why everyone's so mad at it because I don't think they're legally allowed to adapt the stuff from.
Although they made the
the
Balrog look
Silmarillion
exactly
or
the same, but
The what?
the Balrog look exactly the same.
Yeah, it's like you can have characters, but it's like I don't think they have the rights to the Silmarillion because it's under. Bro, I don't know. I can't. My tongue was not. This is why I couldn't take Spanish class.
Silmarillion, I believe.
Silmarillion. They had. That's why I had to change so much of it because if they didn't do, they would have like a copyright thing on it.
And
Yeah.
my thing is, then don't make the fucking show.
Yeah,
like
I don't know why Warner Brothers not making it.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like it should be on HBO Max, and they just make it themselves, and
Exactly,
then Peter Jackson
yeah.
can evolve.
That's why I'm like, it should not have been. If you can't make it right, don't make it.
Yeah. I agree.
but they want money.
I know, and it looks amazing. It's
Oh,
probably one
because
of the
they
most
spend-
visual, beautifully I don't even know if I'm saying this right, but it looks amazing. Let's just
It's stunningly beautiful. There, yeah. But they spend so much money on those.
Yeah,
can imagine.
they did.
Yeah.
Like per episode, it's like I don't know how much. I forgot what it was, but it was up.
We
in
say
the,
we don't fact check anything, but
like the 100 millions.
How much?
Now I want to look up how to pronounce Silmarillion.
Please do
money
because I'm struggling over here. And I also wanted going back to this War of the Rohirrim movie. I'm like, why is it an anime? I know we talked about like money wise, it's probably cheaper to make, but like still, you could have. It's coming out in December, where it's like most of the Oscar baity movies come out in December. Like we just had Gladiator 2.
Take a guess on how much they spend per episode for Rings of Power.
It was above 100 million, right?
Per episode?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, it's under?
It's under 100 million.
Oh, thank God.
Around 50 million per episode.
58. Good job.
58 million per episode,
Yeah.
and there was 8 episodes in one season.
It was over $1 billion.
Gee, they didn't make that. How are we? There's no way we're getting a season 3. Silmarillion. Okay, Silmarillion. There's no way we're getting a season 3, right? Did they make its money back?
About 100 to 150 million per season.
Oh my gosh.
And eventually it says, and was likely to eventually exceed over $1 billion, which would make it, yeah, that's crazy.
And they're making. I haven't heard anything about them being like greenlit for a 3rd season.
Oh, it has.
It has.
It's been greenlit. Yeah. And they're talking about it. They're talking about like ending it soon because
it costs too much money.
It costs so much fucking
money.
money.
But think about it. It's Amazon. Who's over Amazon? Jeff Bezos.
Yeah.
He has money to
He's got
blow.
endless money.
That's fair.
Dude, if I was like a billionaire like that, I would make shows but have writers not tell me what's going on. I would just give them the money.
No.
Just so you're surprised for it.
Just because I want to know what's going on. Like
you have to make sure it's good quality.
Well, I would put people in there I trust.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I wouldn't just.
You would hire Peter Jackson.
I would hire Peter Jackson. I would buy Warner Bros. I would too, dude. If I had Elon Musk money, Disney would be mine.
Twitter, dude.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
That's fair. Yeah, no, we should be getting a Lord of the Rings show on HBO Max, but we're not. They're focused on their. They're trying to clean up the DCU.
Oh, it's such a mess, dude. I can't even watch that stuff anymore.
They just the first official show I think drops the cartoon, the Karicho Commando show. This is the first project underneath James Gunn's new regime. It's called Creature Commando. It's a cartoon. It's
that's fine.
You don't like cartoon? Have you watched Arcane yet?
No,
God,
I have not.
Damn,
Watched
have you watched Arcane?
And I love cartoons.
Go watch
but like,
Arcane.
why the fuck are we like? Just stay quiet until Superman. Just let Superman kick everything off. Like,
because they want money.
I know
everything was money. It's not that bad. I watched the first 2 episodes. It's very James Gunny.
So stupid.
Did you watch his Suicide Squad?
Yes, that's why I'm saying it's stupid.
Did you watch Peacemaker?
No. Why would I watch Peacemaker?
Peacemaker's good.
I
like Peacemaker. John Cena does no wrong. He does no wrong. John Cena is a perfect human being. Closest thing we have to Jesus on this earth. He is the closest thing.
Crazy.
John Cena is so dope. Like he does. Like didn't you know? You're the one who told me he's like the first, like the most requested Make-A-Wish request. It's like
I
his.
did not tell you that.
It wasn't you?
I didn't tell you
Oh,
that.
someone told me that. I don't know if it's true or
I
not.
believe it, but
he's not the best for film though because like you can't see him the whole fucking time.
I know you can't.
I was like, wait, why is he not? It's like, damn it.
He was about to jump down.
I was like, whoa, what the fuck? Like,
the only issue I have with John Cena is he apologized to China, but that's a whole nother.
What do you do? What do you do to China?
I don't fucking know. He did something that offended them, but I'm like, fuck them.
China.
Yeah,
dude, that China rules the movie industry. Why do you think it's?
Well, I don't know. Not since Top Gun and No Way Home.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
Top Gun didn't film in China, and they still made over $1 billion.
Mm-hmm.
Top Gun 2, and so did No Way Home.
Maverick, yeah.
Well, Top Gun Maverick did the thing where they didn't put a face to the villain when it was clearly like a Russian villain.
Yeah.
And that's why
I think it was Iran.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They just said the enemy.
Yeah. But so he has like a Taiwan flag on the back of his jacket.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah,
that's why they didn't do it.
China said remove it, and then they started making all these other demands.
Yeah,
and then they were like, "Fuck you," and then they decided not to put it in China, and then put everything back.
But
in there.
I'm like, if you can't be a top 10 movie in like ever if without China market,
probably not.
All the top 10 movies have China markets.
Well, it's because they have like the second highest population on the planet.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Second.
And India is number one.
Okay.
That's the
China's population is like.
Yeah.
That's why I thought they wanted to make this movie like an anime, the War of the Rohirrim, because like I thought they wanted to get like a. I have no idea what the grasp on Tolkien is on in Asia, so that's why I thought this was like their way of like a gimmick of getting like the Asian population
market involved,
into
right.
the Lord of the Rings like world,
Maybe.
and that way they can like raise like to get like. So I know they're the way that they set up the end of this movie to like have more. So like I don't know if they're making like a trilogy with like this middle part. We talked about the Hunt for Gollum is coming out. That's confirmed. Don't know when it's coming out. You said that fucking old dude. What's his name? Ian McKellen is going to be in it.
Is that going to be animated as well?
No, it's live action.
Oh, really?
It's live
Viggo
action.
Mortensen's going to be in it. I think Viggo Mortensen's the same age as Ian McKellen when they made Fellowship.
Really?
That's wild. And there's going to be a lot of. They better hope to God that Peter Jackson kept up on his technology with like the face aging, de-aging thing, because that's distracting. I don't like movies that use it to like they have to have it.
Because Aragorn's always kind of looked kind of rough, so like I don't think it's gonna be hard to like just put some makeup on him and say, you're 35.
Well, the secret with
He looks old.
the secret with CGI, which I've been told by my
Aragorn is actually like 82, but
is he? Oh well, shit.
83, but
Yeah, I forgot about that. He's supposed to be like old as shit in that movie.
Yeah.
But like the secret with CGI in movies is you got to film it in like darkness. So if it's a Hunt for Gollum, I feel like if they do a lot of like dark scenes, the CGI won't show as much because.
Well, a lot of it's gonna take place in Mordor, I bet.
Great, perfect. Shadow.
That makes sense.
That makes it better because I don't know if you ever watched Pirates of the Caribbean: Dead Man's Chest.
Yeah.
Have you watched it recently?
No.
Fucking holds up. The CGI looks
it looks
phenomenal.
amazing, yeah.
And then you look at Marvel nowadays, and it's just
looks
like
like shit.
it looks like
Terrible.
shit. But someone told me my buddy who's into like graphic design, he was like, well, that's because most of that movie takes place in the dark. Like most of that movie, CGI, all like special effects looks better in the dark. It's easier to light, like to design it. It's easier to make the reflective. So everything's easier to do when it's dark. I'm just like, I believe it because Davy Jones looks.
He looks good.
He looks too. That movie came out in 2008 or 9 or something like that.
It was way ahead of its time.
Oh, for sure. So if they do stuff like that, they keep like the lighting low. They use it on only certain scenes.
It makes sense because I mean, like you could say that about all the old Star Wars movies. They were always considered ahead of their time with like graphics and stuff. There's no CGI with like in the 70s and 80s.
Yeah.
But they were always it was always very dark.
Yeah.
Even like on Hoth and like
Because
even
you
on the
have
Death
to.
Star. Yeah.
It's just easier to hide a lot of stuff in the darkness.
So it makes a lot of sense. That's why a lot of old movies, I guess, were always very dark.
Yeah. But now you got all these bright ass movies that people are seeing, hey, this is shitty CGI.
Yeah.
I feel bad for Marvel.
The new Cody or whatever, the Star Wars, what's the TV show called?
Oh.
What?
The Acolyte?
Yeah, whatever.
Cody?
I don't know what it's called. I didn't watch it. I saw the like previews and I'm like, that looks.
That's
like
the reason we started this.
Don't watch it.
That's the word. That's the reason we started this podcast.
It is.
This is a bitch about how bad that is.
said.
Whoa. Okay.
Ah.
At the time we had an argument. It was like right after they had this really epic lightsaber fight, and
It wasn't. That epic.
I'm a lightsaber purist guy. I like lightsaber fights. That's why.
Yeah, me too.
That's why. That's the reason I started upping the prequels because the lightsaber fights are just so more entertaining than like the original or the sequels. If you ask me, I like the fast.
They were.
I like the fast paced, like all that shit, and that's the first time I've seen something like
And then
that.
you watch something like Rogue One, and you're like, "What the fuck did I just watch?"
Well, Rogue One
I
was just
actually
more
loved
military
Rogue One.
based, and I like the action in
actually
that.
loved Rogue
Well,
One.
I like the third act in that movie. The first, everything was kind of okay.
The third act was
with the time and like the action. And that's really like I have a.
The first,
it's not here.
The
actually,
first act reminded me too much of Andor, and I hated Andor. So
Andor was. I never watched it.
it was boring as fuck.
But Acolyte, no, that's why we started. I was like, I was defending. Hey, this is a good show. But that was like episode 5,
And then
and there was like 3 more after that. And like, as soon as I defended that show, I started watching it. It just didn't. It didn't.
Well,
do like,
for me, it didn't even start up. It was like down here and just kind of went down.
well, you got what you wanted. It got canceled. Are you happy?
Good.
Yeah,
good.
You didn't see it.
I saw enough of it to be happy it's gone.
And like I measure every lightsaber fight to Anakin and Obi-Wan in
Fair.
episode 3 because that's the best one to me by far.
Fair.
Darth Maul's is pretty good too.
Oh, I love that one too.
one's pretty
Yeah.
gangster.
Darth Maul is mostly. I like the music.
But
Is what makes it
the reason why I
Duel of
love
Fates is so awesome.
the reason why I love Revenge of the Sith, like that lightsaber fight, is because they that's them.
Yeah.
They actually had to slow them down, like on the camera. Like they are moving that quick. They actually had to slow them down because they were moving too quick. The camera wouldn't catch them.
Well, most fun fact, most action sequence you have to shoot in a higher frame rate just to make it look. Then you shoot in a higher frame rate, then you up it up, like you put like ×2 in post, so it makes it go faster.
Right.
Yeah.
So the fact that they didn't do that,
opposite.
yeah, that's actually
That's
They
wild.
were
very
moving
impressive.
so quick.
That's actually wild. See, and I I just like I like lightsaber fights. But
Here we are talking about Star Wars. Lord of the Rings podcast.
I mean, we're a nerd podcast. We like to vote on everything.
I think we talked about having a musical
episode. One time with our Clara, because you can be a nerd about anything. You can be a nerd about like books. Which
well, Wendy says she's a nerd and she likes buildings. So
yeah, you can be like an architecture nerd.
I consider myself a gun nerd.
Oh,
sometimes,
my man.
I went shooting for the first time in like 3 years, like last week.
Oh yeah, what did you shoot? Who'd you shoot?
I didn't shoot anybody. I shot out in an arcade with my buddy. It was his birthday, and he's a gun guy.
You shot at an arcade?
Yeah,
in Arcadia.
Children's arcade. Oh,
Arcadia or Atlanta.
Okay.
Or somewhere
Arcadia,
up.
Okay.
Okay.
I was like, you shot it.
Yeah.
I was like, I hate to break this to you, but that's not a real gun.
No, it made me want to get I had to explain it to me. It's technically a handgun.
Dude, I've been trying to get you to get a gun forever.
You didn't let me shoot it.
I let you shoot mine.
I don't remember.
Wow.
It was at my birthday.
Oh, but yours was like an actual handgun. His was like a modified. I don't know. It was a Scorpion.
Okay, so it's a pistol caliber carbine.
Yes. Wait, what?
Does it shoot 9mm?
Yes.
But you shoulder it?
Yes.
Pistol caliber carbine.
Okay, yeah. And I was like, I want one. It was fun. I felt like I was John Wick. I was like,
I had to shoot my Glock.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we shot like his AK. We shot AR.
Okay.
Whichever one fucking hurt my shoulder, had a bruise.
Shotgun?
No, it wasn't. Dude, his shotgun was fun. I went up. I just basically did Red Dead Redemption. Just go up to the target, just go up there and just. And then one that he has no law against rapid fire, so we're just all out there, just not like.
So it's full auto.
It's not fully auto, but I was pressing that. My finger was
semi-automatic.
Oh, semi-automatic. Okay.
But he didn't have a rapid fire, so we were just going ham on the trigger.
Okay.
And without caring, it was fun. But yeah, no, a Scorpion. That's what I want now.
Scorpions are very expensive, though.
Oh shit, never mind.
Most guns are, and it's actually kind of funny. The guns actually using aren't expensive. It's usually all the attachments you get with the guns.
Oh yeah,
that's what he was telling me. He was like, "Yeah, this." Because when I shot it, I was like, "Yeah, I want this. Like, I want this." It was like a right. He was like, "Well, this time it's a handgun." And I was like, "Why?" It takes 9mm. It's officially a handgun, but like,
if it's the difference between a handgun and a rifle is the barrel length.
Yeah.
And
okay.
So if it's 16 inches, it's considered a rifle length. Anything less than is going to be considered a pistol.
Gotcha. And he was telling me like
that's why they have like
the shoulder attachment. It's technically
a stock.
But but if you bought it something like that, you have to like register it to
so if you get anything that you're shouldering that is under 16 inches, it's got to have a pistol brace.
Okay.
Instead of a stock, and there's
which
a big
tried to outlaw it.
Yeah, they tried to, because they're like, oh, it's a bump stock and it makes you shoot fully automatic, which is total garbage. But basically, pistol braces were developed for like disabled veterans and stuff like that. Technically, you're supposed to wrap it around your wrist to be able to shoot it, and that's why it has that strap on it.
He did show me that, yeah.
It's basically a way around to not pay the tax stamp to have a short-barreled rifle.
Yeah.
Got you. The more you know.
Let's be real here, dude. A lot of people have short barrel rifles that are unregistered.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Yep.
Probably.
Yeah.
Now we're going out of my forte. I just wanted to share with you. I went shooting.
Yeah.
It's fun stuff.
It's fun times.
Do you have a suppressor?
Not yet, no. I'm not that ready.
There's this gun store like right down the road from me. Like I could see it from my house. They sell suppressors there.
Yeah.
And they're like, I think they have some suppressors like over $2,000 and shit. I'm like, fuck, dude.
There's a market where, I mean, you can get one, a decent one for like $600, $800, but obviously you're still paying a $200 tax stamp for anything. So what a lot of people do is buy them in bulk, and you only pay one tax stamp.
Right.
Which is the
same thing
best
with
way
like
to go about.
fully automatic weapons and stuff.
It's from my understanding, yeah. But yeah. And I think they're actually trying to work right now to repeal the tax stamp on suppressors, because there's something in the Constitution
Well, it's stupid. No, the Constitution, the tax stamps only apply to weapons.
So it's an NFA. It's called an NFA item. But the thing is, it's the law states if it's in common use, it can't be regulated in that way.
Right.
Which, I mean, there's over, I think, 4 million suppressors out there in the market, probably even more than that. So that if that's not common use, then I don't know what it is.
Yeah,
so.
and heard something like last week or 2 weeks ago that Trump is going to try and make constitutional carry federal law.
Correct. Yeah.
So you can literally like
carry,
it don't fucking matter. Yeah,
as it shouldn't.
It shouldn't. Yeah. Only gun permit I need is a Second Amendment, bitches.
Yeah. What he said.
Yeah.
I have swords.
I have swords.
Dude, I have swords too. We talked about this. I have Sting in my house.
Yeah, so do I. Yeah, I have Sting. I have Aragorn's.
He has Aragorn's.
I'm trying to get the Hobbit one, not
Sting.
No, not the Oakenshields sword.
Okay. Oh, that's a good one.
Like the half hand guard thing. I want that one. I want to put it like right there or something. I want to get
his shield with the oak.
That's too much.
Yeah.
Where would you put that?
I don't fucking know.
Exactly.
Don't ask stupid questions.
He said, "I'll take my TV down, bro. I don't care.
I'll kick Wendy out. I don't know."
Oh, dude, they have Lord of the Rings conventions like sword and I know they have like the sword and.
They just have Comic-Con.
Yeah,
but like my buddy, he also does the Guns and Knives show.
Oh yeah.
Do they have like actual swords there?
Yeah, I mean they have like samurai swords and stuff.
Okay.
So
they have bought samurai swords together actually.
Yeah, at a fucking
thrift shop.
There you go. Yeah, thrift shop. Yeah. It was my first weapon I ever bought.
Yeah.
And now I have.
When there was a gun shop right down the street that I was trying to get him to go to.
We'll get him there.
Now he's like, I know I want a gun.
Guns are too expensive. I'd rather just buy a camera.
Dude, all right, look. PSA, Palmetto State Armor, you can buy a pistol for $250.
Yeah.
You can buy a rifle for $450.
I just bought a gun like 2 weeks ago for $179.
See,
thrift shop.
you guys,
it was a revolver,
all I heard was $200. I'm like, oh, that's a new set of lav microphones.
No, that's a means to defend yourself.
Yeah.
How are you going to protect these cameras when somebody breaks in?
My sword.
Shit, I said the same thing. I'm like, dude.
I told you when I first bought the swords, I went to the backyard and I just went I was just shadow boxing with my sword. And I don't have a fence in my backyard, so people were driving by on my busy highway just watching this random black guy with like a samurai. And then next day I was just like, yo, why do I hurt right here? I was
They're like,
damn.
Somebody missed the short bus this morning.
I got this gopher in my backyard. Yeah. That I want to shoot so bad.
Do it.
I can't because I live inside city limits. The second I shoot that thing, I'm gonna get the cops called on me.
I got a 22. They're pretty quiet.
Yeah, I have a 22 as well. It's a revolver, but that's why I want the suppressor so I can shoot them.
Do it like our ancestors did. Just get knives and just stab it.
I was thinking about just getting a bow.
Oh, even better.
Yeah,
that's awesome,
dude. I did my first bow hunting this.
With Jones.
Yeah, dude, that was fun.
I told him about Jones's property, and how Birdie's family used to work on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not actually. No.
Not his family.
They've had the
but
land.
Someone's family definitely did.
Someone's family definitely did.
Yeah, I mean they've had it since the Civil War, which is absolutely crazy.
Yeah. That's the fact that I want to say like that. Do they still have like the original deed to it?
Yeah.
So they own it.
Holy shit!
They don't even have to pay on it. They own it.
Property taxes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, apart from that, yeah, they've had that land for
That's crazy.
Very long. Usually, and the thing is, I think they've sold off some of it, and right now they have like 200. Around 250, they lease 40 of it for farmland, then another 20 for...
That's like some Yellowstone shit.
Yeah,
right
dude,
there.
I'd be doing the same thing. There's a soy field, there's a corn field.
So they're making money off of it.
Yeah, I mean, that probably pays for all the property taxes. Yeah. So at the end of the day, they're not actually paying anything.
I didn't think about doing that, selling it for like farmland.
Mm-hmm. A little leasing, yeah.
Yeah.
That's nice.
That's cool, yeah.
Where'd you go bow hunting at?
His land.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. Feel like Legolas out there?
They have, I want to say, 12 tree stands. Like, it's extensive. I mean, depends on the time of year where you want to be, the kind of season. Like, you're not going to want to hunt an open field with bow season because bro could be 250 yards away. That's actually where I got my buck, about 250-yard shot across an open field.
Do you have deer meat then?
With a bow?
Yeah. No, with a 308 rifle.
Oh, God damn.
Yeah, no, that's impossible.
Talking about Legolas, that is Legolas. I was like, oh, Jesus Christ. No, I was thinking, like, oh, my God, 250.
I did take a shot at a bow, at a doe with the bow, and it was a 40-ish yard shot. And crossbow, I'm not very... No, it was a compound.
Okay.
I'm not very proficient with the bow yet. And I think I hit him a little high and he was standing broadside, and if vitals are on the right, I shot him a little bit back and left. And the bow's my brother-in-law, so I'm not perfectly dialed in on it yet. So we followed
excuses.
Dude, because the reason I have these excuses is because we followed a blood trail in the dark for over 2 hours, and the next day we had to report to drill. So and we had a 2.5-hour drive home too. So it was brutal.
Where does he live?
He lives in Greenwood.
Oh shit. Okay.
But yeah, we're down like an hour south of Bloomington.
Yeah.
But
okay, yeah.
I would get a bow. See, I don't need a gun except for a scorpion, but I'm not gonna buy it because it's cost too much. But how much do bows cost?
Bows are more expensive.
Fuck.
You can easily get an affordable,
high
capacity pistol.
Dude, all you gotta
can
do
I make a bow? Like all it is like wood and string.
You can 3D print a gun. No, seriously, it's legal.
How do you think P80s are made?
Wait, how what?
Like P80s.
I don't know what P80
is. Or the guy who shot the CEO more recently.
Yeah.
There's a 3D printed.
Oh, yeah. Free my boy, Luigi. That's his name.
Luigi.
Dude, have you seen the thing with the eyebrows? It doesn't even look like the same guy.
No, I haven't seen it. All I know is that they showed us like his face. He was like a pretty boy from like Harvard or something.
Yeah, he was at some Ivy League school. And
why did he shoot him? Did he have a reason?
Apparently, this is my understanding is that
a
lot of people did a ton of research and found like he was like on this public thing where he can post stuff about books he reads. Somebody found a medical book, and then he was saying stuff like, "Oh, you have to take these matters into your own hand." And then apparently he broke his back. I don't know if this part was true. I don't know if this part was true, but they basically said he was unable to get erect or something, was sexually incapable of doing whatever he wanted to do. I don't know if that had something to do with like a claim that was denied.
Oh, I didn't hear that. I heard about the back surgery stuff.
Well, that probably had to do with
because he had the first one, then the second one they would like denied him or something like that. He had tried to do 2 back surgeries and he couldn't afford it, and then he was like, "Take matters in my own hands." We don't support vigilantes on this podcast.
Nah, fuck that. Yeah, we do.
Except for Batman.
He does. I don't.
Except for Batman, he's the only vigilante I support.
I heard this dude. I heard the company of the CEO of the company who got shot was like they were making it so if you're on the table for too long, they actually start charging you anesthesia.
So no.
Oh shoot.
One of the guys at our unit, I don't want to say publicly, but he had to use their entire Christmas cash or the allotted amount they were planning on using for their children's Christmas on paying for anesthesia because their son had to have surgery and there's an anesthesia shortage. So they had to pay out of pocket for that. Do I know who this
person is?
You do.
Okay.
NCO of the year.
We can do it.
Oh, shit, really?
Yes.
That sucks.
Yep. So he had to apply for like the thing that came out where they give military assistance if you can prove, you need financial assistance to pay for like your Christmas gifts and meal and stuff like that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's wild that people are going in with medical coverage, but they're not covering medical expenses. And anesthesia is obviously, if you need surgery, you're not going to do that while you're awake. So it's bizarre.
Have you ever seen the movie John Q?
No.
With Denzel Washington?
No.
Watch it. It's a great movie. It's about basically his kid needs yeah. He basically his kid needs a surgery. His kid like faints surgery. His health coverage, like they drop his health coverage or something like that, so he doesn't have coverage. So he basically just holds up a whole entire hospital hostage and says, "Do the surgery. Else I'm going to shoot every single person in this." And he was like, "I just want help from my son." That's my Denzel Washington impersonation. That's about it. That's all you're gonna. That's all you're gonna get. Yeah. But no, it's a pretty good movie.
Okay.
I would.
That's actually interesting. Gives me a plan.
Wait, what?
What? No.
Jesus Christ! This is a public podcast. Your name's all over this thing.
He's exposing the
like your name's all over this thing. The FBI does watch our podcast. They're fans.
Are they
fans?
No.
Okay. There is only fans.
No, they're only fans. Yeah, I was about to say that.
Yeah.
My only fans, yeah.
Well, I did tell you that we get viewership in Pakistan.
Do we really?
Yeah. My other podcast we have now on this channel because we switched channels. It's called Unapologetically Stupid. Subscribe. And like for the first year of our podcast, we have like around 70 listeners, and 30 or 40 of them came from Pakistan. Like I was just going through our stats one time on the analytics, and it said number 1 listen America, number 2 Pakistan, for countries, number 1, 3 Australia. I was like, wait, hold on, go back.
Pakistan.
Why is Pakistan? It was a pretty big percent of our listeners, and I was just like, oh, shout out. So for a while we had a shout out Pakistan, at the end of every single episode, we're like, every time we sign off, we're like, all right, goodbye, and also remember, shout out Pakistan.
They're like, yeah,
that's hilarious.
First time if we bring that podcast, which we are, it's coming back soon. I'm gonna bring back the shout out Pakistan. Oh, good times. We just think it's some a military base or something out there that there's because we don't speak.
Do we have military bases in Pakistan?
I have no idea.
Hell, I think we have bases everywhere.
I wouldn't be surprised if we have some sort of
dude. I have
presence. Yeah.
Dude. You won't watch the show because you said it's a woman leading it. The Lionish Special Ops show.
Okay, it's not because it's a woman.
Wow, he's a woman hater.
Yeah. It's not because
well, you said something about it.
It's the fact that women are I don't think there's ever been a woman in special ops.
But it's CIA though. Does that make a difference? It's
CIA. That is a little different. That is a little different.
It's basically.
I thought she was a Navy SEAL. That's
no. She's CIA. She's CIA. She's CIA.
That makes it better.
Okay.
No, that's okay. I might check it out now.
I mean, did you see the Trump assassination? You have a chick out there looking like fat Melissa McCarthy.
Right,
you know, what the fuck?
She's trying to get her gun in the holster.
She can't holster her fucking pistol.
What the fuck are we doing, guys?
It's hard to watch.
Dude, not my buddy, one of my cousins. He used to work for the government and all. He's he gets drunk and goes on tangents. I don't know if I'm allowed to say what he says. To be honest with you,
say it. It can't be worse than what I say.
No, like the stuff that he was sharing with me stuff that I'm not sure if he's supposed to be sharing with me.
When did he do what he was doing?
He was doing like years ago.
Did you say he worked in the government?
He was like a scientist doing stuff.
Oh yeah, you don't want to say shit.
Or like he was working or engineering or something like that. I don't know. He's a doctor now. He's weird. He likes to like
so he's like smart.
Yeah, he's super smart. He said he got bored with it, so he changed jobs and he changed to a doctor. So he was telling me he was in front of my mom. He was like, you know how I know that was the B team guarding Trump that day? He was like, why? Because you had a woman on the. They don't like look at Joe Biden. You're not going to see a woman in sight for the active president because the president gets the A team, everybody else gets the B and C team, and that's where they try out the people who are like, oh, maybe you can make the A team.
Right.
But he's like, I guarantee you, there's not going to be a single woman on the A team. I was just like, and my mom was looking at him like, what the hell are you talking to my son? All this stuff. I'm just like, I don't care. I don't really care enough to like say anything. But
he's probably right.
No, it's true. Like, I mean, there's proof they've been asking for I think over 2 years to increase their security because any prior president gets the Secret Service to be able to watch them. And actually, if you guys know Dan Bongino, he's like one of the #1 podcasts right now. He is prior Secret Service. I think he did stuff for the FBI as well. But anyways, he talks all about it and like the negligence and malfeasance that occurred. I mean, there was 2 reported ones. There's also the shooter attempt at I think it was Mar-a-Lago, the golf course.
Oh yeah.
There was apparently a guy who walked past him 6 feet away multiple times, and like it's just incredible. The malfeasance and negligence. I mean, and that's why a lot of people think it was an intended inside job because they intentionally gave them such bad security. They weren't on the same frequency with the walkie-talkies as the local.
Yeah, I've been on the conspiracy theory for that, and I don't say I believe it. Only conspiracy theory I believe full 100% is JFK. Everything else,
well, that's proven. That's not even conspiracy theory.
Yeah, well, and also the a little bit. I'm learning more about the Ronald Reagan crack epidemic stuff. And I'm learning about that, so I'm getting more into that conspiracy about how like basically he let like people do illegal drug trade within the government, and so those are only 2. But like the third one is like the whole inside trying to kill Trump thing. Because I watched a lot of like, granted, no spatial proven documents or any of this stuff, but like they talk about how like all this stuff about not on the same frequency. Why was he on that top of that roof for so long with no one?
The director of the Secret Service at the time said the roof was too slanted.
Yeah.
Did we not see the guys that were posted up with the 2 snipers that were posted up on an even more slanted roof? Like, and then you have the water tower. There was theories about a second shooter as well.
It's just it's just too dumb for me to believe that it was on an accident. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like,
well, it's funny that everything that's come out, that was a conspiracy theory. It's like 99% of those. It's just not been proven yet.
Yeah.
And I mean, just the other day, I think it was 3 days ago, they finally released proof that there were 26 federal agents that were a part of the J6 insurrection.
Oh yeah. agents who were not just standing there keeping an eye on
they
things.
Also went into the building.
They were inciting it.
Wait, what were they?
They were federal agents inciting the Trump supporters, the MAGA Republicans, to go and overthrow.
They were the ones who was like getting everybody riled up and getting everybody to push.
That's been proven that they were federal agents.
Yes, like 26 of them trying to. Riled up and,
there goes one.
What time were we at? Oh, that's almost 50 minutes. I mean, that's fine.
Oh yeah.
At least it's not 10 minutes into the podcast. Damn it, though, that still sucks. But yeah, no. Where's they have documents about the?
Just look it up. They just released an official document.
All this started getting released when Republicans got the House in 2022. That's when when
Mike Johnson became the speaker.
Yeah, that's when everything just started getting released and everything was
there's footage also of when they first entered the building. Some guy holds up a badge to the other security members on the team saying, "Hey, let us in," sort of thing.
Yeah, that's why there's video of people like the security team just standing back and just letting people walk through.
And also there's proof that Trump released a document. I don't know how he would have released it publicly, but also on Twitter at the time, he released it and Twitter withheld that document from being pushed out, telling people not to do anything illegal, to refrain. He also told them to ensure that the DC National Guard was activated, which I don't know if that's Pelosi or who's in charge of all that.
Yeah.
But they refrained from activating the DC National Guard to ensure that the rioters didn't get out of control. And Trump was trying to make sure nothing got out of control.
I heard about them taking out the National Guard. They didn't want, like, they said no, or they were denied.
I was a part of that trip.
Wait,
no,
what?
This was for January 6th was slightly different. This was before that even got to that point. For the inauguration.
I would like to restate that we are not a political podcast.
No, sorry, it's because I'm here.
Yeah. No. I'm just saying for our listeners, we do not view either way. We are pro America.
This is true.
Can I just say this
for the Constitution?
When the guy on the roof, I don't even know his name, trying to shoot at Trump, if he shot center mass instead of his head, but you're supposed to, Trump would be dead.
Correct. We were this close away from, I think, an anarchist state, from civil unrest.
If Trump got shot, there would have been more than riots in the streets.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, like, I don't know about my
Rings.
streets. I'm in the suburbs.
Are you?
Kinda.
We drove past Mittenhofer like 4 minutes ago.
All I know is me.
Oh
and
no,
him,
we're far enough from the.
Me and him would have been activated and stayed activated until
I would have been on my property with my sword.
He would have.
I would have been all three swords, one in one hand, other one, and one in my mouth. Fucking Zorro
like
from One Piece.
Michonne type shit.
Yeah, dude. No, I'm talking about Zorro. What, like, fucking one hand with. That probably looked dumb as shit on that video.
Absolutely. It looked dumb as shit from right here.
God.
Oh my god.
Oh, fun time. Lord of the Rings.
Oh yeah, about that. What's your favorite Lord of the Rings movie? Like,
ooh,
Hobbits included.
I mean, there's the OG cartoon Hobbit. That's pretty lit.
Okay.
okay.
Those,
Well, Jesus
counting.
Christ.
The Peter Jackson films.
I don't know, man. I mean, Return of the King is obviously
That's the OP one.
I think that's the OP, but I don't know. I can't decide. When I watch them, I watch all three.
See,
yeah, you don't just watch one.
Correct.
Are you extended edition guy? Extended edition?
Oh, of course.
Oh,
Is
okay.
there another way? Like,
Dude, and if I don't got fucking time, I can do it the regular way.
I can't
If you
watch.
don't have time,
I
you
can't
can't.
watch the regular one. That's the thing.
Really?
I told Wendy. Wendy wants to watch it sometimes, and she's like, "Oh, just put Lord of the Rings on." I'm like, "No, that's not a movie you just throw on.
Yeah,
that's
you
a
have
movie
to be
you
committing.
plan out.
Yeah.
like
An entire day for
Lord of the
that.
Rings.
See,
yeah,
it's my flight movie. If I have a flight longer than 3 hours, I will download Fellowship of the Rings and the extended edition, which I think the extended edition is 3.5 for that
something
one.
like that.
I don't know. My favorite. Okay, I have this a lot with movies because like I said, I'm a movie guy. I understand what's a good movie. I understand what I like. They're two different things.
Yes.
Like I understand that the best movie ever made is probably either Godfather or Shawshank. But I respectfully think the best movie ever made is like Inception or A Time to Kill is one of my two favorite movies. Or Super 8. Super 8 was my favorite movies of all time.
Say the best movie ever. That's a hard one.
It's
dude.
people will say it's between those two all the time.
Yeah.
Shawshank's
Or
always
like Citizen
one of
Kane,
them.
but Citizen Kane's a
I've
dog shit
actually
answer.
never seen Godfather.
Really?
It's
I haven't seen it in years.
it's
but
the
good.
only movie that I attest to. Like, I don't like old movies like that. Like I'm not like I'm not like a purist. Like, oh, the 70s and the 60s are the best movies. I'm not that at all. The Godfather, I will put in right now and watch it. Like it's so good. It still holds up all the whole
supposed to
time.
be the best, right?
I'm a part one guy,
yeah,
but
like
part
a
two
lot of
people,
people
yeah,
think that.
that's what it is. Yeah,
It's like-
Godfather Part Two is the best movie ever made.
It's considered one of those sequels that's like better than the original. Like
Yes.
Terminator 2, Empire Strikes Back. Stuff
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that. Yeah.
But like for me, for Lord of the Rings, I understand that it's Return of the King, but there's something about the Battle of Five Armies
Yeah.
that I just
That's not what I thought you were about to say. I thought you were about to say Fellowship or some
Me too.
shit.
Me too. Like backstory with the hobbits and stuff.
I know, out of the original trilogy, I do prefer. I like a good origin story, so I do like Fellowship of the Rings out of the first three. But like, so you said like you can't just put on a movie and like just like have it in the background, dude. I put on Battles of Five Armies all the time. It's so cheesy. It's like an action-packed film with like nothing.
Just because something's cheesy and corny does not make it bad. Like Cobra Kai.
Cobra Kai, we already talked about this. Cobra Kai is a diamond in the rough.
Yeah,
it's an anomaly of all proportion.
It's a live action anime. I keep saying
it's
that.
live action anime.
One of my problems
have you
with
seen Cobra Kai?
I have. One of
Okay.
my problems with the Hobbit though, dude. I don't know if it's like being around my niece and nephew so much, and every single move they watch, there's nothing but singing. But like when the hobbits are doing like the dishes and stuff, going ham.
See,
I'm
I
like,
ain't gonna lie, I kind of liked it.
I like
that is in the book, though.
yes, yeah, I like
the misty mountain. I don't know the words.
no, I like the
I
song.
ain't gonna lie, I'll be at the gym and I'll play that
smoking.
shit.
That's crazy. He's a sociopath.
I also play.
I have Duel of Fates on mine. That's it.
I do that too.
That's only
but
one I have.
when I'm on the treadmill, I'm like full on sprinting, listening to Duel of Fates.
I listen to mostly it's like the Creed soundtracks.
Oh,
if I can't watch Creed anymore, because if I see Creed, I'm gonna go into like not 6 months, probably like a 2 month like fitness frenzy.
That's good for you.
It is good for me, but it's my body can't take
You're
it.
talking about Creed, like Michael B. Jordan?
Yeah, like the Creed.
I haven't seen the third
the soundtrack.
Once they got rid of
Sylvester Stallone.
yeah, that's why I was like, all right, I'm done.
I can't stand his mouth, dude. It's hard to look at nowadays.
Who, Sylvester Stallone?
Yeah.
It looks like he had a stroke.
Yeah.
He probably did under
Probably
wraps.
did,
Well, he's had that since he was young, so I don't know.
Yeah,
True.
but it wasn't as bad when he was young.
Yeah, it's gotten
like
worse.
the old, like the Rocky movies were tolerable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
But-
Rambo.
Yeah, I loved Rocky.
But
I
there,
love Rocky.
there's a specific scene in the Battle of the Five Armies where it's like Legolas, with the bridge is collapsing, and he just runs on top of like the collapsing stones up to the thing. I'm just like, I remember sitting there in theaters and was like, this is awesome.
Which Legolas wasn't in The Hobbit.
I don't care.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Oh, was it actually not? But he was alive though, right?
Yeah,
So it
yeah,
is
he's alive,
technically
yeah.
accurate though.
They were
historically.
gonna put Viggo
Okay.
Mortensen in The Hobbit, but Viggo Mortensen is like a Lord of the Rings purist.
Okay.
So
What's his character in The Hobbit? Aragorn? Was it?
Aragorn? No, he was not.
Oh, okay.
And so he said no because he was like Aragorn wasn't in The Hobbit. So
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody
fuck
else
that character.
was because they had one scene where they were like or no, it was just Elijah Wood that came back for like one prologue scene with like them random. Okay,
Yeah.
no,
I kind of liked how they did that. That was pretty cool.
yeah. Hobbit gets shit on for a lot, but
I don't see why. I kind of liked it
because they're kind of boring a little bit.
maybe a little.
That's why I like the Battle of the Five Armies.
action-packed.
But honestly,
Yeah,
so, like,
except for the Battle of the Five Armies. That's what I'll say.
Except for that scene, yeah.
I know I like The Hobbit. I ain't got no beef with it, especially after I read the book and I was like, damn, they actually followed it like pretty well.
I'm more of a Lord of the Rings purist too. I mean,
Yeah,
just because
I
I
get
would
that.
binge watch it with like my dad on a Sunday afternoon or something
Yeah.
like that. It was just I don't know, childhood memories.
I call it one of those like those TNT movies where like the TNT would play like on a weekend randomly.
Or FX.
Or
FX
FX, just back to back to back marathon.
Yeah.
We just sit there like, after church or something, just
Yeah,
watch
that's
it
exactly what I'm
and,
doing.
just chill and just like
I
this is
loved
cool.
I loved it when they put on Star Wars on that. That was always the greatest.
It was always like Star Wars. I feel like Lord of the Rings and like Indiana Jones, like the TNT, like
And Harry Potter. Harry Potter would be on there.
Harry Potter had like the
Harry
USA.
Harry Potter was usually on ABC Family.
Yeah, or ABC Family or USA
And
had
it would
like
always
Harry Potter
have, like,
weekends.
constant marathons during October.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because it's an October movie.
Yeah, it is.
It's a very fall movie. Oh shit. Well, my back's. I keep bringing the change
I'm
up.
too drunk to taste this chicken.
MLK.
I don't know why I put it.
That's phenomenal.
I was like, is no one gonna say who said that?
I'm pretty sure that's like a Ricky Bobby thing,
I'm sure.
and I'm pretty sure I just put MLK because I was just like,
Oh,
that's
you
fine.
put that?
You thought Apple just came with that?
No, I figured you pulled it from like online or some shit. I didn't know you typed that.
I don't think MLK said that.
No, I don't think you said that either. But like, I thought that was like some sort of joke that you like pulled from online. I didn't think you actually typed
No, I
that.
typed it out one day. I was just like, set up your screensaver. I was like, I think I was watching Ricky Bobby or something. I was like, oh, no.
Talladega
Talladega-
Nights.
Yeah, Talladega Nights. Yeah. Good times.
I don't remember when he would have said that.
I think it was like, oh no. I don't know. I don't know.
I think he does
I don't
now.
know. I just remember when he was like, "Dear sweet baby Jesus,
Oh yeah.
thank you for my smoking hot wife."
It was.
Yep.
It's like the beginning of the movie. It's like it's all about speed, hot, nasty, badass speed, and it says like Eleanor Roosevelt or something like that. It's something like really weird. So I was trying to do the same vein.
Okay,
I'm pretty
yeah.
sure he says maybe I don't know. I gotta rewatch that movie. Someone says I'm too drunk to taste this chicken. I don't know.
Didn't MLK like cheat on his?
Whoa, chill the fuck out, bro.
No, he did. He
Well,
he.
Getting historical.
and then Gandhi slept with kids. What do you want to talk about?
I
Like,
know,
what-
I'm saying. I think didn't MLK? Like,
no one's perfect.
He cheated on it. He cheated somehow to get like his doctorate.
I don't know.
Oh, I
I
couldn't tell you
heard something about that. Like he.
that. I should say he's on cheat on
What's the
Curtis
thing you have
Scott
to?
King.
What's the thing you have to write to get your doctorate?
Oh, your dissertation.
Yeah, I think he
Yeah.
like copied that or something.
Who hasn't? Don't take away. Don't take.
ChatGPT.
I'm not like ragging on
Knocking
him
him.
for it. I
Okay,
just thought it was.
that's my guy. I used to have a picture of him somewhere.
Of course you did.
It was like a rainbow, and it's like American flag, a rainbow, and like a dove, and it says MLK. It has like one of his quotes. I don't know where I put the poster.
I was going to tell you something, but it's just going to get me in trouble. Some things I can't say.
Probably,
yeah.
I
mean, we're probably sitting at about an hour. You want to wrap it up?
We can probably wrap it up.
That's fine.
All right, Lord of the Rings, watch it. But no, you guys should both see War of the Rohirrim.
Wendy told me to go see it with you because she didn't want me to go see it with her.
I'll see it again. Like I said, I saw it in IMAX too, which might might have added to the epicness of it.
Maybe,
but it was a pretty good movie. And I think my new favorite Lord of the Rings character is Helm's Hammerhand. Like they made him a badass in that movie.
He didn't know they talked about him in the Two Towers.
Oh really?
When he's like,
dude, there's so much dialogue.
I don't know the I'm not gonna be able to say it verbatim. But remember when they're about to charge out of the keep. He goes, let the sound of Helm's Hammerhand or whatever ring through the keep one more time or one last time.
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm supposed to know who that is.
Gimli blowing into the thing and they charge out.
I think that's what it is. That's what it is. Like Helm's Hammerhand has like the temperament of like a dwarf, but he's a man.
Yeah,
and he's awesome. So you got to watch that movie. Helm's Hammerhand's like my new favorite character.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah, it's probably going to be streaming sometime here soon. You can probably just do it on streaming.
Real quick, favorite Tolkien character in general. Mine's Aragorn.
Aragorn. I mean, he's the most masculine man because like just the way he's portrayed. He's the man, like I don't know, the best man there is. Legolas is obviously a G.
Yeah, but he's not a man.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
I don't know. I do like Thor Oakenshield. He's like a dwarf version of Aragorn, but like also he's very human because he gets corrupted by the greed and stuff, but he has to kick himself out of it. But I'm not gonna lie to you, it's probably Gollum.
Smeagol.
Yeah, Smeagol. No, I'm a Gollum guy.
Right, bitch.
I'm a Gollum guy. Fuck Smeagol. He's a pussy, dude. I like Gollum.
Give me that ring.
What I like about Aragorn is kind of the same reason I like Obi-Wan Kenobi is that I'm not gonna say they're incorruptible, but they look into the face of like temptation and they just.
Well, I mean, then you should like Frodo.
He fell into temptation right at the end there.
Come on, one little moment at the whole entire journey. You're
at the most important moment. Literally, all he had to do was let go.
He's like, no.
Yeah, I know, right? I like Sam for that reason too.
Yeah.
I do.
Sam was the
Sam's the G. Bro. Sam's the G.
I hate Sam.
Samwise Gamgee.
I think Sam's is my most hated character.
Why? Because he's too much of a Boy Scout.
No, he's a pussy, dude. Yeah, Boy Scout.
One more step.
He hates Superman. He hates Superman and Captain America because they're too much of a Boy Scouts.
Yeah.
Captain America, I'm softening up on Superman. I will never give up on this. Superman's a pussy.
He's got America's ass. Like,
dude, yeah. I love Captain America. Ever since the Winter Soldier made him like more grungy, like a little dirty a little bit. I don't know, dirty, but like he was still doing his thing, and he was also a Boy Scout, but like made him a little bit more relatable, I guess. Yeah. I guess Civil War too, him turning into like a criminal against like America. He has to go in hiding. But Superman, I don't know. I just never. I like characters who are real life people. I know we go to read
more relatable.
We reread books like for escapism. It's all escapism.
What superheroes relatable besides like
Spider-Man?
I was saying
no, but like I'm interested in characters in general. Just characters. Like you have to have, like I told you earlier. I play games with like we have to have like a morality check kind of a thing like that.
Yeah, every time that happens, my morality, like the little bar just drops.
He's like, yeah, I'll kill this cop.
Like Batman is constantly wanting to fuck people up and kill them, but he doesn't because it's like he battles with like he has like a moral code he sticks to, but he's still like he deals with that. Superman's just like I feel like in the comics that I have read of him and the shows I've watched, he's just like that thought never occurs to him. He's just like, oh, I'm always going to do the right thing. Every time.
It does though. You actually, he talks about it on several occasions.
I must not have read those comic books then.
You haven't. No, he talks about it on several. He talks about it on shows like where he struggles to use his power. Superman's not meant to be relatable. Obviously, he's an alien from outer space who has literally the who's the most powerful superhero ever. That he's not supposed to be relatable. But the idea with Superman is that he has so much power, he constantly has to be careful. They even talk about it in Smallville. He can't have sex with Lana or Lois because he's going to kill them.
They do say that. Yeah. I remember that. He can't like get horny or so he has like his heat vision kicks in or something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
I love Smallville.
Yeah, I hate it when
Smallville was
with great power comes great responsibility.
Yeah. Hell yeah, but like
great responsibility.
Whoa. I just like characters that have to deal with shit, and like if that's a thing, show that in the movies because the medium nowadays is. TV shows, all the TVs, like the animated series Batman or Superman. I didn't see that from him. I didn't see that from the Christopher Reeves. I also don't like the Christopher Reeves movies that much, personally. And then like I know they tried to do it a little bit in the Man of Steel with like him like trying to snap his neck and all that stuff, like the deal with the good. But it was like that seemed forced.
They just don't have a lot of time in the movies. Like in Smallville, they talk about it.
Yeah.
Even in the animated show, they talk about it a little bit.
Oh, do they?
Very little bit.
Oh, okay.
But it's not. Well, I actually know that they talk about it in a few episodes.
I guess I didn't watch this. I watched more Justice League Superman than I did his actual show.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They do it in the Justice League.
Oh, what episodes?
The one where
it's been a while.
I can't remember all of them, but
yeah,
I know,
it's a lot.
They talk about it in the finale when he's kicking Darkseid's ass. Where he's like, and they have that same thing in the comics too, where they talk about it. But he says something like, "I'm constantly having to protect, be careful. It's like I'm in a world of glass or some shit like that." And then,
but then you know what I like to say? If he beats someone to death, I want to see him slip up and then like kill someone from that. And then show what it does to his psyche afterwards. Like, he's like, I have to always keep myself on a link.
Well, imagine if Superman accidentally killed somebody though.
That's awesome. That's awesome. It's a great story.
I know, but think of it like this: if Superman killed somebody, the whole
like not someone innocent, like a guilty person, it's still a villain, but he kills him.
Right, but like the problem with Superman is it's not that he won't kill somebody; he can't because then everybody turns against him.
And I want to see that story.
And I think
it'll be a pretty good story.
That's why Superman's still unrelatable, because it's like, oh, we're so all powerful that we have to refrain. It's still unrelatable. It's cool to look at, like, oh, I wish I had that power.
But
but like that's what I'm saying. There's some superheroes are relatable and some superheroes aren't. Mm-hmm. And like to me, Batman is not relatable at all. Because
he's rich and you're not.
Exactly. He's rich, handsome, and tall, and I'm me. So like, it's just not.
Damn.
And Batman, like, he's as super as any normal human being can be.
Yeah.
So, like, it's possible to be Batman, but it's also you have to be like in the 0.000001 of humanity.
Right.
See, that's why I think Spider-Man's so successful. That's why there's so many iterations of Spider-Man, because the whole thing with the Miles Morales is like you can wear the mask, like you could be anybody can be Spider-Man, right. And I think that's what makes a superhero like really. I mean, Batman, he's relatable because he's a human. Like he could die at any moment. He chooses this because out of the justice, like something compels him to do it.
Well, mainly vengeance.
Yeah, which is I think most humans have vengeance in their hearts.
Absolutely.
Like we're
talking about
people.
vigilantes earlier.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I'm like, I think that's something like relatable, because those are my two favorite superheroes: is Batman and Spider-Man. Just for those facts, because he's a human who chooses to do this because he wants to, fix the world, but also wants to do it his way by beating the shit out of people. I can relate to that. I can't. But I never beat the shit out of anybody in my life, but I want to sometimes.
I have. It's fun.
Well, there you go. And the Spider-Man's just, he's dealing with 9 to 5, a wife, a kid, and saving the world. Like, come on, that man's the most relatable person in the world.
No, yeah, Spider-Man's meant to be relatable.
Yeah. Captain America, like I said, I think the movies made him more relatable to me than the actual comic. But I already established on the show, I don't really read a lot of comic books. The ones I do, I read mostly like 80s cartoons that are now turned comics, like the Turtles, Transformers comics. I read Power Ranger comics, stuff like that. I stick strictly to, I don't read a lot of DC and Marvel just because the TVs and the movies are kind of like my universe of those. Yeah. I don't want to make it convoluted and complex by like thinking, oh, this isn't what the Ultimate Spider-Man would have done.
Right. For me, it's just the comics give you such an in-depth look at the characters. So when you're watching the characters, you kind of know what they're thinking.
And that's where good filmmaking comes into mind, because good filmmaking, you can do that through the medium of film. Right.
It just gives you a different type of insight.
Yeah. Like Zack Snyder tried to do it. I think Zack Snyder's my favorite. Man of Steel is my favorite superhero movie. Or not superhero movie, but a Superman movie. Yeah. Like I said, I don't really mess with the Christopher Reeves all that much. The Superman Returns was kind of like, a little cheesy. But like the best one I like is Man of Steel, because at least tries to do that whole inner turmoil for one of us kind of thing. Doesn't completely land with me.
Also, and they did it a lot of Batman versus Superman too.
They did, yeah.
But they also, like, what happened to those movies was not Zack Snyder's fault. He did not want to bring in Batman yet. He was going to make Man of Steel 2. And he was Warner Bros. Freaked out because Man of Steel made like 800, 900 million, but they freaked out because it didn't make $1 billion.
Yeah.
It's just like, come on, guys.
Because they were riding off the coattails of the Dark Knight franchise.
Yeah, and they were like, why wouldn't it make $1 billion? So they were like, oh no, let's put in Batman.
And then he comes in and he's like, I bought the bank.
But I ain't gonna lie, I liked the Zack Snyder Justice League movie. It's probably my favorite comic book movie.
You said that before.
Yeah, I have. But he hasn't heard it, so.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I get it.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite superhero?
It's a tough one, man.
Goku.
Shut the fuck up. We've got
probably Gollum.
Have you seen Dragon Ball Z?
I have seen bits and pieces.
Okay, he says Goku's a superhero. I say he's not. That's just stupid.
He's a Super Saiyan.
Yeah. Yeah. Whatever.
It's a sect of superhero.
I would say,
if you ask me personally,
probably Batman. I love Batman.
Yeah. Fair enough.
What's yours?
Jesus.
Hell yeah, brother. Amen.
I love his comic.
Right there. Actually,
Jesus.
this is my cart. I plan to get a little poster of Jesus crossing up the devil. I was gonna put it right here. It's just something
Crossing
I like.
up, like juking him out.
Yeah, with like a basketball in his hand. He's like,
yeah, Wait, is there actually a poster of that?
Oh yeah, somewhere. Yeah, I'll show
Ankles
it to
are
you.
broken,
bro. It's awesome.
That's hilarious.
I want to buy it. I'm gonna put it right here, middle of my wall.
Are they wearing like basketball jerseys and stuff? Or?
No, he's wearing his tunic and like the sash and everything.
Oh, dude, yeah,
and it's the devil's just being the devil and just
being the devil. That's hilarious, dude.
Should depict it when he's crossing him out. He's also stepping on the.
I feel like I don't know how, but I feel like
awesome.
that's somehow sacrilegious. But I think it's hilarious.
See, I got in trouble with like I said, I went to an all Christian school. I had a shirt that said "Like a Boss" with Jesus riding a dinosaur, and I got written up for it.
Really?
Because they said it was sacrilegious
or blasphemy or something.
Yeah, and I was just like, I picture my Jesus on a T-Rex riding down.
I don't know. I feel like.
I mean, that's just like Talladega Nights. Dear Lord,
Exactly.
baby Jesus.
Yeah, there you go.
Tuxedo.
Yeah.
Oh shit, where is it? Was it for my office? I have too many lists for this thing. All right.
What's the restaurant called? Whiskey Bourbon or whatever?
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, that's been this episode. Make sure to like and subscribe to us. Now on our new parent company, Squirrely TV. Yeah, it's a lot going on right now. But in the meantime, we'll see you later. You got anything you wanted to add at the end? Anybody?
Go Vigilantes.
Oh, Jesus Christ. We're gonna watch
Jesus
list.
is cool. That's all I have to say.
Yeah. All right, guys. Bye.
Dude.